I'm Jenny from Raw Art Designs in Australia. Welcome to my channel. We are on day 3 of 30 days of painting. Very easy beginner paintings where I'm teaching different techniques, but you're still actually making little miniature paintings. So all my paintings are done on 8x8 inch boards, so they're just little canvas panels, or you can be using canvas paper and taping it down, or you can adapt it and use it on a rectangle canvas as well. So we are going to do another variation of a sunset and some different blending, just to stick with the same colours. Now I will be doing variations of these particular backgrounds throughout the 30 days, but I wanted to show you different and effective ways that you can build up your confidence and learn some skills. So again, we're going to be using a big flat brush, the small round number 6, and yellow, orange, magenta and white for the sunset, and black pouring paint. I use black pouring paint, as I explained in video 2, because I find it easier to move around my canvas and get nicer little fine lines. If you don't have pouring paint, that's fine. You can add water, although Deco Art black paint is the perfect consistency, so you can use that. And I'm taping my canvas, so I have a nice little border. So as you can see from yesterday's, got that nice border happening around. Alright, so this is what I call circular blending. So we're going to start with white on our brush first, so loading the brush. Now I'm going to do this one in the center, and we're just going to do a circle. It may turn out oval, whatever happens is fine. If it turns out oval, that's okay. So we just want to get that on nice and smooth, and make it a little bit bigger than what you actually wanted. And I might just need a little bit more white paint. Alright, then without rinsing my brush, I'm coming in with yellow, and I'm just going to do a circle around and bring it out a bit wider. Smooth it out as best you can, and then rinsing off the brush. This is what I find the easiest to do. Rinsing off the brush, wiping it off, and then loading the brush with white again, and we're going to come around a circle. So I'm just flattening out my brush and maneuvering it, because we want to smooth out and blend a little bit the edges between the white and yellow. So then you can carefully come in and just go around again. Now you might find you want to have that not so white, so you can come in and add, and this may happen anyway, you can smooth it in, add yellow. That's coming too small, so what I'm going to do is rinse the brush and just bring some more white in. Now trick here, if it goes to yellow and it keeps going yellow, you're trying to fix it, you just wait for it to dry and you can go back over it again. But sometimes it looks nice with just a small amount of yellow in there. Alright, so we've got that blended nicely. Now with acrylic paints, they do dry quickly, so you do need to work quite fast, especially when you're doing your backgrounds. So picking up the orange, we're doing the same thing. So just coming around. And then I'm going to rinse my brush, wipe it off, and grab yellow. So then we can just come around the outside. You may want to come back the other way. And it's okay if you get the streaks happening, but we want to try and flatten out the paint, because I don't know if you can see on the camera, I've got like lines of paint there, so I just want to get rid of that. And I find sometimes it's easier when I'm trying to blend to wipe off excess paint onto my paper towel. And you can come back in and grab a little bit of water if you need to weten it up and just blend that a bit more. So now it's squared up. So you can do the same thing, come in with your white and blend. Now I can see some of the canvas here, so I'm just going to come in . And the trick is we don't want to see the brush strokes, so when you do lift your brush, I tend to flick up so it lifts it up and doesn't leave a line. Okay, our last part, we're going to add in the magenta. And it doesn't matter if it's got orange through it. We're just going to get that on like we did all the other colours. And keep that nice circle movement. Bring it right out to the corners there. Right, so we're going to do the same. Rinsing our brush, drying off, then picking up orange. So we can come around and blend the edges. So I've got a little bit much orange there, so I can come back around. You can pull some orange streaks. If you want a little bit of the lighter pink through it, you can just add a little bit of white, so that will give a little bit of a, I'm barely touching it, so that will give a little bit of the white reflection through it. Alright, so we've completed our background, so I'm going to dry that off and then we will do our tree. So the background is dry. Again, I'm going to just do some basic silhouettes. We will get to doing coloured trees and things further on, but I just wanted you to have some quick success first, and you'll see how effective even just doing silhouette painting can be as well. So we're going to do another tree, so using our little brush again and making the trunk. And this time we can make it a bit thicker because it can look like it's cut off, like not going down, or it can be down to the ground. So I'm going to smooth that out, and we're going to come across with a branch coming across the middle, and I've just brought it down to a little point like we did in the last one. I'm just thickening up that where it hits the tree, and then I'm just going to come around, so it's like it's creating like a little bit of a frame. We're not seeing all of the tree. And then I'm going to make just some little, bit like we did in the other one, so some wibbly wobbly branches. So I have also done a little mini painting course called the 5 Minis that some of you may have seen, which has some similar paintings, just in different colours. And we did one with this with some pussycats sitting on the branches, but today we're just going to do a simple bird. Now to do the leaves with this, it's very easy. We're just going to use our brush like a stamp, and we can just stamp in different directions and add some leaves on the end of these branches. Now you might be someone who makes cards or things like that, so these are quite effective designs that you can just paint on cards once you get the hang of it. I find silhouettes look really effective. And I'll just put another one in there. Alright, so then I'm just going to do a little owl sitting up on the tree. So just doing a circle for his body, very basic. Head, and owls sort of have that like they have those little, like they have little ears. You can do the tail, triangle tail coming down, which you probably won't see. Now if you wanted to, you could come in at the end of your brush when it's dry and just do 2 big eyes, or it can be the owl, just a silhouette looking out. And I'm just going to add some longer grass this time, so we can just flip that up. Another way you can do some other, if you want some other type plants in there, is the same thing. Use it as a stamp, and you can put some other foliage in. Alright, so again, another very basic one. And we can remove the masking tape if it's properly dry. I'll remove that bit after, I've just ripped it. Alright, so there we have a second painting of the sunsets, of a different way to do a sunset, but number 3 painting. So I hope you have enjoyed that technique, and I look forward to seeing your paintings, and I'll see you in the next lesson.